Hello and welcome Universe Mode. This is NXT. We are here for the first episode of NXT and it is in a pretty special place. It is no longer in Full Sail. We are now in the Hammerstein Ballroom here in New York City, the new home of NXT. What a place this is to be, what a place this is to bring it all to you, and it is going to be an incredible time for NXT as it continues to grow in popularity, revenue, and now in the size of its arena. It's going to be a very interesting night here tonight as well in NXT. Got some debuts apparently on the way for this brand, which makes it all the more exciting. And you can see there in the main event though, a debut maybe, but we don't know. What we do know is that American Alpha are going to be hosting an open challenge tag team match, non-title, in the main event here tonight for anyone to step up to the plate and accept. It should be a very interesting affair in that main event, but hang on. I was about to talk about some of the rest of the card, but I guess we're not. I guess instead Big Cass is heading towards the ring right now. He doesn't look too happy, so quick, let's get to Big Cass, I guess. Big Cass just heading towards the ring. Not a whole lot on the mind of this man, just rather got something to deal with, I guess. I gotta be honest, I wasn't expecting to see this from Big Cass, so I'm very taken aback by it. But it's gonna be Cass who's gonna open up this episode of NXT with, I guess, whatever he's got to say here. Let's not beat around the bush, Big Cass. Let's get right into the swing of things. Oh, and the swing of things is Big Cass wanting to talk business, wanted to talk his future, wanted to talk what's next for this man. And it's only fair that if they're going to talk about what's next, he brings out his best friend and his partner, Enzo Amore. And Cass now looking on a bit excited as Enzo comes towards the ring here. Enzo, I think, about as confused as us all right now in this regard, but he's still here and he's still ready to have a few things to say, I guess. I mean, it doesn't look as if Enzo and Big Cass had discussed this previously, but whatever's going to happen here is going to happen, and Big Cass clearly with something on his mind towards Enzo. And Enzo talking there about he's confused. He doesn't know why. Why is Big Cass doing this? What's the reason for this? Enzo just as confused as the rest of us, confirming it there, and Big Cass doesn't have the best, doesn't seem too happy. Hasn't got a happy expression on his face as Enzo's talking here. Oh, there it is. Big Cass saying he knows what's next for the career of Enzo and Big Cass. He knows what they can do to go forward, to innovate, to elevate, and he knows it's going to be the best for the both of them. Oh my God. Big Cass saying the way he gets this over and done with is tonight he kills Enzo Amore, ends his pathetic career, and goes on to do his own business. Enzo, he's done with you. And oh my God, Big Cass wasn't kidding when he said he was gonna kill him. Cass is literally going in right now with the sole intention to put Enzo down for good. Big boot by Cass there. Oh my God, what is this man? What is he gonna do? Oh, almost a parody of the catchphrase there as he hits the Empire Elbow. Big Cass had one thing in mind the entire time he came out here. The entire time he was thinking this through, and that was putting Enzo Amore down and away for good. And now he hopes that it's all said and done and that Enzo is down for good. East River Crossing, I think. I don't know, that might be Bam Bam's finisher. There's the 3 count anyway. Apparently this was some kind of match that Cass set up out of the blue, or talked to an official too earlier about, but oh, that's a surefire, sickening way to end off this duo. Enzo and Cass no more. Big Cass has had enough now, and he's going out on his own accord. He's going to do things his way. Big Cass only listens to himself now, doesn't listen to anyone else anytime, especially not Enzo Amore. Well, that just brought a quick and almighty end to the group known as Enzo and Big Cass. They are done. They're over with. And there's nothing more really to say about that. Quite sad when you think about it, but Big Cass seems to have a career of his own planned out, and Enzo Amore was never in the mindset for it. Well, with that being quite a hectic start to this show, let's move on to our next contest, the women's division. Coming up next, Mickie James will take on a newly debuting women's talent in the next match. Should be interesting. Let's find out who it is. Well, this one, after a very interesting start, I think is the nicest way of putting it. We're now going to move on to see what is happening next with the NXT Women's Division. And coming up first is going to be Mickie James. The woman always geared up and ready to go here, and now she's looking to do the same with this new addition. Mickie James not afraid to welcome anyone into any division at any time. A true veteran of this business, I guess you could say. And here in NXT to prove that I guess the old cat has still got it. But, yeah, I mean, she's far from old, let's be honest. Mickie James getting ready for this one. I don't know who this newly debuting talent is. I have no idea who's going to be making their debut here, so it's a very interesting affair for both myself and Mickie James, I guess. But I don't think Mickey's going to let that drag her down in any way, shape or form. She's ready here, the Hammerstein Ballroom, geared up for its first real competitive matchup. And let's see who's going to be coming out to meet this one. Oh, hello! Well, she's in a very elaborate gear, and I know who that is, actually. Fresh off of the Japanese circuit, one of the huge names out there, I guess you could say, Kairi Sane, making her debut here in NXT. Dressed up like that because, I don't know, she cosplays as a pirate or something. I'm treading on thin water there, but Kairi Sane making her debut here in NXT. And she's going to go one-on-one with Mickie James here in her debut. You couldn't ask for a better opponent, in all honesty, than Mickie James as well. So Kairi's really got a very talented athlete, and an athlete who will drag the very best out of her here in her debut. But what an acquisition here. I knew NXT were trying to shape up their game and trying to become more of a developmental brand, more developmental / fourth brand than anything, but I did not realize Kairi Sane was in their mindset here. We're underway now with this one. Mickie James pushed right back to the turnbuckle from the start by Sane. Gonna force the break here, and of course between these two women, with the mutual respect factor that both these women have for the art of professional wrestling, it's going to be a clean break. Mickie now with a good start there though. Able to lock her in. That armbar, but it's gonna be a hammerlock here by Kairi Sane. And good evasion there by Mickie James, but it's quickly stopped there. Michinoku driver. And it's always good to get off to an impressive debut, of course, and Kairi Sane will know that she will be here to do just that, to be fair. It's not like she's here to just make Mickie James look like a talented athlete. She's here to prove that she's going to make a dent in this NXT Women's Division, which certainly is something to try and break into. There are a lot of great talents down here. Ruby Riott, Ember Moon, Peyton Royce, and Billie Kay. Oh my God! What strength there. And of course the NXT Women's Champion herself, the near unstoppable Nikki Cross. Kairi Sane though looking to get the attention of the NXT Women's Champion right away by coming out here. The first women's match in the Hammerstein Ballroom for NXT. And that is certainly, I would argue, going to get the attention of the champion. But right now Sane, well, she didn't seem like waiting on that second one for much longer, and Mickie James will make her pay. James now finally getting things going here. First bit of moves we've seen from Mickie James, but it didn't last too long. Quick counter there by Kairi Sane, and she's back into the swing of things here. Off the ropes goes Mickie James now. Looked like a belly-to-belly attempt maybe, and it was quickly countered by Mickie, who unloads away there with a Luthez press. Mickie now trying to use her experience to guide her onto victory here. She's going to take flight. Big splash. Connects with it right into the cover on Sane. Look at how quickly, though, she kicks out. Went for a kick in the ribs there. Quick counter out of it, up on the shoulders here. Great evasion by Mickie James, landing on her feet as well. Up on the shoulders once more though, and caught with a fireman's carry neck breaker. Beautiful move there. And Kairi Sane there with a slice of the throat, might be ready to end this one here. Up on the shoulders goes Mickie James. Alabama slam. And Sane is going to capitalize right away here. Up to the top rope she goes. Mickie defenseless in the middle of the ring. Elbow drop by Sane. Into the cover with 1, 2. Kairi Sane with an emphatic debut here on NXT. Wow. That was a debut to be proud of there for this young woman. What a talent she was, and what a beating she just gave to Mickie James. Absolutely nothing there James had in response to this youngster. A strong debut, a real good debut. Mickie James completely taken aback, and if the veteran of this division that Mickie James is unable to stop her, then what does this say for the majority of the other division? What does this say even for the women's champion, Nikki Cross? Maybe we finally got the person to dethrone Nikki Cross of her title. We'll see if that's the case or not, but looking good right now for Kairi Sane, and see where things go from here. Good win for a year, but we're going to move on now to our next contest. It involves two people who we already know on this NXT brand. Titus O'Neil going to go one-on-one with the leader of the DCC, Chris Sabin. Well, it's already been a pretty big night, to be fair, here at NXT. The changing of the guard, I guess, is the nicest way to say it in regards to Big Cass and Enzo. And then the debut just then of Kairi Sane, who really got her name out there on the NXT Women's Division. I don't know. I mean, this could be great things for NXT going forward. Two talents ready to make a name for themselves, ready to explode out in the division, in their respective divisions. And here come two men who are ready to make a name for themselves in any accord, any way, shape or form. Titus O'Neil, who had been picking up a few wins back in the last series of Universe, looking to continue it on here tonight with a victory over Chris Sabin. A matter that could be easier said than done when it... Welcome to ye olde Chris Sabin tactic number 1. The DCC doing their, of course, their usual play there with that graphic, I guess you could say. Completely cuts out everything we were saying, and then all the focus, before you know it, goes to this man here, Chris Sabin, who heads towards the ring. The former NXT champion, the leader of the DCC. No Bram, no Daniels at ringside with him. His intent set on one thing and one thing alone, and that is doing battle with Titus O'Neil here tonight. It seems as if this isn't DCC business, rather this is Chris Sabin business that Sabin will easily attend to. Kind of ironic that you see that there on the back, the Motor City Machine Guns logo there from Chris Sabin, because, well, let's be honest, he's anything but about the Motor City anymore. He's all about people who, I think as it says on his attire there, hail Sabin. That is the mentality that Sabin follows. He is like this being that is better than anyone else, and he's had Bram and Daniels converge into his beliefs, and then he's also been able, temporarily we should say, to stretch the man who is almost trying to hold NXT hostage at any given moment. And that man, of course, is Corin. Corin isn't here tonight, mostly because I'm hoping he doesn't know where the Hammerstein Ballroom is. So that'll be good. It means we can have a nice night of NXT and some good action. And we're seeing, we'll hopefully see some good action right here with Titus O'Neil and Chris Sabin. O'Neil completely going to overpower Sabin here with the advantage in the weight section. You know, he's just going to be able to lift around Sabin for a bit of fun, I think. But Sabin is a former NXT champion for a reason. He knows what it's like to get that belt, and he knows how difficult it is to hold on to it. But he had the fight of a champion when he held it. And look at the strength of Sabin there with that back suplex. Good stuff from Sabin thus far, but Titus O'Neil responding in just as tough as a fashion. Good chop in the chest there, but Sabin quick to bat it away. Quick to act. Tilt-a-whirl DDT there. Sabin trying to make sure that no distractions played in this match. No thoughts about what is next for the DCC. No thoughts about his old rival in Corin coming out and trying to disturb things. Just a focus on the match at hand. But Titus O'Neil, of course, his focus is always on the match at hand, and his focus here is on getting the win over Sabin and proving that he could be next in line for an NXT Global Championship shot. The champion, Kurt Angle, watching backstage and all the talent he's seeing here tonight. Perhaps Big Cass has caught his eye, and the winner of these next two matches could well do the same. Sabin right now struggling a little bit early on against Titus O'Neil. Oh, into the barricade there, into the steel barricade, I'd like to add, goes Titus O'Neil. Just a bit of cloth covering that, and oh, the rib smashing into that steel. That's not going to do you any favours now as Chris Sabin plans out what is next for him here. Oh, look at the strength of him there. Oh my goodness. Absolutely incredible strength being demonstrated there. With one arm, he slammed Titus O'Neil down. Sabin will go up to the top rope now. Misses the elbow drop, though. Titus looking for something here. Backbreaker by Titus. Sabin in trouble. Thrown over his head as if he were nothing there. Titus in position now, ready to strike. Clash of the Titus maybe on its way. It is going to be Clash of the Titus. Cover here for a huge win for Titus O'Neil. Not going to happen. Kick out of one by Sabin. Sabin kicked out and showed his expertise in the moment. But here goes Sabin looking for something there up on the shoulders. But it's a great counter by Titus O'Neil. And a second Clash of the Titus. Oh my God. With 1, 2... Titus O'Neil, what a win for this man. Oh my God. Titus O'Neil just beat the leader of the DCC. What a fast-paced match that one was. But it's Titus O'Neil who's your winner in this one. I can hardly believe it. I actually thought that was Sabin's match to win with relative ease, but it was anything but. What a win for Titus O'Neil. If you defeated one of only 2 former NXT champions, there is a lot of focus on this one. There was a lot of focus on this man. Titus O'Neil could well be the next #1 contender for that NXT Global Championship, and hell, he could even go a little bit further. Who knows what the plan may be for Titus O'Neil going forth, but great win for him there. Sabin gonna have to go back to the drawing board for a moment there and plan out what to do next. We'll see what it's going to be in regards to that, but coming up next now we're going to move on to another match that's going to be quite important for the NXT Global Championship division, and a match I think will be quite good as well. It's going to be Cedric Alexander against Tyler Bate. Alright, here we go. This second interesting match of the night. Well, to be fair, all of them have been pretty damn interesting, to be fair. I mean, the first one, I don't know if you can call it a match, which is Big Cass beating someone and then making a referee count to 3. The second match is pretty damn interesting, though, with the new debut, and that match we just saw, of course, equally as interesting as well, due to the huge victory for Titus O'Neil over Chris Sabin. But now we focus on this match. Now we focus on what promises to be, I think, potentially the match of the night. Does Tyler Bate and Cedric Alexander go one-on-one? These two men, great deal of athletic ability, great deal of talent, and especially in the place of Tyler Bate, incredibly young as well, and can go after anything, and he's got a hell of a lot of time left in his career to go after it. Should be very interesting to see, to say the least, what these two men can bring to the table. And after Titus O'Neil's win earlier in the night, the winner of this one could in fact also be considered a challenger for that NXT Global Championship. And here comes Cedric Alexander himself, ready to do battle here. Cedric's had a good deal of victories over a good deal of people recently. Shelton Benjamin a few weeks ago. One other guy I'm blanking on. Was it Brett? Did he beat Brett, or no? Or was he forced to tap out to Brett? I can't remember how that one worked, but certainly a win over Shelton Benjamin. I believe there is one other guy I'm missing out on. Oh, Noam Dar, that was it. Cedric with some good wins as of late and attention being put on him. And that I think is what helps make this match as well that little bit more interesting. And you can tell here in the Hammerstein Ballroom, this crowd is very actually split when it comes to picking a winner. both like these two men. Both don't know who to take as a winner. Lovely flip there from Cedric as he gets in the ring. I don't know who to pick either. This is one of those matches where both men have incredible talent, and it's really difficult to say that I want one guy to win over the other. Let's see what will happen here. Bate in one corner, Cedric in the other. These two men, of course, as I said, with the James Sane match, respect for one another, so they know what they're going to do in this ring. I don't think either man would cheat to get an upper hand over the other, so it's going to be a very even affair in this one. Nice work there by Cedric, and oh, he wrenches that arm back there in the armbar position. But Tyler Bate looking to respond with a few strikes. Cedric with a good reversal. Knee in the gut and a discus clothesline by Cedric. Could feel the force in that one as Bate went flying backwards there as a result of it. Of course, there may be one man who disagrees with the idea of challenging this being a tough match for the NXT Global Championship. That would be the former NXT Global Champion, Bret the Hitman Hart, who has been kind of undecided as to what to do on this brand as of late. He wanted a shot at the big guy. He's got a shot against the champion, lost to Okada. And then I think it was it 2 weeks ago? He defeated someone who I've managed to forget. It may have actually been Cedric, for all I know, but he managed to pick up the win over them. He didn't seem too happy while picking up the win either, so real unknowingness as to what is in the mindset right now of what Bret Hart wants. Maybe he believes he should just get the #1 contenders match no matter what. I'm not too sure. Nice slam there though by Bate, who of course has had a shot at the NXT Championship recently. Proved his worth in that one and showed that all eyes should be on Bate as NXT goes forward, because this kid has got so much potential within him. It is unreal. Great strength there. Double underhook suplex. And Bate will look to capitalize quickly here as he goes up to the top rope now. Cedric laying in the ring in trouble. Bate, 450 by Tyler Bate. Incredible bit of agility into the cover, and oh, kick out early on. And now Bate, oh, went for the swanton there and he couldn't connect with it. And once more, oh, this time a moonsault there by Cedric. Very nicely hit as well. Cedric Alexander and Tyler Bate are going very much so back and forth in this one. Brings him down with a snapmare. Kick in the back follows suit. I think Bates had some more, I guess you could say, outstanding maneuvers. Moves that can pull off more damage than Cedric. But I think Cedric, in the grand scheme of things, has had more moves. Bate rolling outside of the ring temporarily, catching his breath. Just taking a breather here in this one as he and Cedric gets back in the ring, and that's one way to capitalize there. Bate saw an opening and he went for it, but Cedric making him pay there as he hits a nice DDT. Oh, brings him down with that reverse suplex as well. Cedric gonna fly here from the outside, from the apron. He's gonna look to fly. Will it be the springboard clothesline from Cedric? Maybe. Indeed it will, but Bate saw it incoming and sidestepped it. Cedric though with another counter. Look at these two men here. Great back and forth counters, and oh, hung up on the ropes there. Tyler Bate gonna feel the pain of that one. Be surprised if he can breathe right now. His throat must be in agony as a result of it. Bate in trouble there. Great counter once again. Clothesline in the turnbuckle. Bate can capitalize here now. Finally with an opening to do some real damage on Cedric Alexander. Great work there by Bate. Leg drop over the ropes, almost returning the favor, I guess, for being thrown on them by Cedric. Northern Light suplex. Cedric though in the ropes. But Bate, despite being despite being such a youngster, is able to stay cool in these moments. Not let him make a mistake. Oh, what a face buster there, or face plant suplex. You can even call it that. By Cedric Alexander. That was beautiful to witness. Cedric now into some kind of Indian deathlock, it looks like. Transitioning into moves incredibly there. Great stuff by Cedric. Cedric now in position. Will he look for the lumbar check? No, he's going to look for a brain buster here, and he gets it down on Tyler Bate, though. Take a look at that brain buster. Twisting in midair, slamming him down on the mat. Cover by Cedric for the win here. There's two. Bate kicks out at two. Had to force that kick out as strong as he could there. Bate, though, still with some fight left in him. Good shot, but Cedric is the one still in control right now. Collision between the two. Up on the shoulders. Oh, fireman's carry. Pele kick even by Cedric, who goes out to the ropes now. Destined to try and end this one. Went for the elbow drop. Bate saw it incoming a long time away. Almost trying to be one step ahead of Cedric. Lovely overhead, belly to belly there. Overhead. Into the cover. Somewhat a little bit of time after it, but Bate's still hoping for the same outcome. Not going to be. Wrenching on the arm now is Tyler Bate as he tries to pull it back somewhat and just force the tapper, not the tapper, just force to try and wear down Cedric's arm. But I'd focus maybe more on the legs as well, given Cedric's speed that he's shown in this matchup. Bate, though, showing some of his own as he hits a lovely dragon screw. My goodness, have these two men gone back and forth in this one. Match of the night thus far, has to be said. And you really cannot pick a winner right now. In the turnbuckle goes Cedric. Bate with something in mind here. Going to use the second rope to his advantage. Tornado DDT. And Cedric goes down once again. I love how Bate just constantly picks up Cedric and has something else left in mind. Look at that T-bone by Tyler Bate. What a T-bone that was. Snapped to perfection. And he almost got the win with it. Had to kick out at the last second there, did Cedric, but he's still fighting on here. Oh, Bate hanging on, teetering on the outside, and sent to the outside now. Oh my God! How about that? Corkscrew splash on the outside. Cedric Alexander now with a firm shout. I think that just changed everything. Bate was inches away from getting victory, and now all of a sudden he might be having the bitter taste of defeat. Cedric with the springboard clothesline. Nothing, I don't think, is left in Tyler Bate. I think he is it's all over but the crying. Cedric, though, a little bit undecided. Wait, now he's deciding what he wants to do. A reverse suplex once again to Bate. Almost toying with a man who cannot fight back here. Cedric in position, ready to strike. Cedric Alexander with the lumbar check to Bate. Look at the effect it has. Bate almost backflipping out of it, corkscrewing essentially after being hit by it. That'll finish the deal here. Oh my God, it won't. Cedric, why didn't you go for the cover? Bate's got nothing left in him here. And maybe he does. Bate with the counter. I can't believe that Bate was able to pull out the reversal there. But he's still somehow fighting on. Bate now waiting for Cedric to stand on the outside. Pacing back and forth. How has Bate still got any fight left in him? Went for the double axe handle and completely whiffed it. Now is Cedric going to send Tyler Bate? Oh, this isn't looking good for him actually. Oh my God, on the apron. Oh, Cedric getting vicious in this one. I'm very surprised that Cedric didn't look to end it with a lumbar check. Perhaps he thought that there was still a lot of fight left in Tyler Bate, and that's why he chose not to finish it. Referee's count continuing on here. We're up to 6, and it's still no sign of this one ending. Bate gets back in the ring. Cedric will join him just before the count reaches 8. Great counter by Bate there. What more can the youngster do? He'll take another trip up to the top rope. Looking for anything possible here. Lovely moonsault. Into the cover goes Bate after it, trying to pick up the win. And oh, he was close. Cedric with a very late kick out. Lovely forearms. Chop countered by Cedric. Clubbing blow in the back. That'll help him when it comes to the What's he doing here? Is it going to be another power slam? Oh, yes, it will be. Snake eyes for Bate to deal with. Oh, he hit hard into that turnbuckle. What an elbow drop there by Cedric. Will this man look for anything more to try and get victory here? Bate has taken one hell of a beating, but credit where credit's due to the youngster. He won't stay down. But maybe now, Cedric's trying to tell him it's for the best that he does. After everything that he's been through, Bate, can he kick out here? Yes, he can. Bate still fights on. But so long as Bate fights, so does Cedric. Got him in position again, and oh, dumps him with that face buster. Into the cover he goes, and there was almost a lifeless reaction for Bate. Oh my god, this kid has got so much heart within him, but he just cannot capitalize with the fight. In this moment right now, it looks as if victory is all but settled for Cedric Alexander. Lumbar check again. Please let this one be the end of it. Cedric, please! Just end the match, man. Cedric should have had the job done. He's hit 2 lumbar checks. I really don't think Tyler Bate's going to be fighting back. But Cedric just seems to think that he has to do everything to put this match to bed. Cedric now going to fly. Misses the elbow. Oh my god. Bate's still got some fight left in him. Bate's still going here. Tyler Bate brings him in. Powerbomb by Bate. Look at the strength in him as he connected with that one. After everything he's been hit with, Bate, after that huge powerbomb, goes into the cover here to beat Cedric Alexander with 1, 2. Tyler Bate wins. He came back from the very clutches of defeat to pick up a huge, huge win. Cedric Alexander had about 5 different occasions where he could have put this match to bed, but he didn't, and it cost him. Your winner here, as a result of it, is Tyler Bate. But what a match that one was between these two men. What a fight. Bate and O'Neal, perhaps the 2 men who are next in line for that NXT Global Championship shot. And if only one of them can get it, I would be down to watch those 2 men fight. What a contest that one was, though. My goodness, Bate just showed his heart in spades. Cedric showing why he's in NXT. How you didn't go for the pin after either lumbar check is beyond me, but Bate showed his heart by hanging on until the very end. Great win for Tyler Bate there. And we're going to move on now, though, to our main event. The NXT Tag Team Champions, American Alpha, hosting an open challenge for anyone to step up to. Anyone to answer. Titles, of course, not on the line, but it is still important to see who will step up to the plate. Let's find out. It's the main event of NXT, and it's up next. Alright, here we go. The main event is underway. Here come the Tag Team Champions, American Alpha. And they're sporting some new belts as well. I know NXT changed up their title belts, of course, a few weeks ago, but they really did a number on them with the tag titles as well. And I prefer this overhaul compared to the other one. But American Alpha, who are ready for this open challenge, they said they feel confident, they feel ready, and they know how great the NXT Tag Team division is, and they're not afraid of anyone who steps up to the plate. Doesn't mean to say that they're they're not trying to act cocky here, they're not trying to show that they're better than everyone else, but they do believe that they can do whatever it takes to get this win here. They're the champions for a reason, and they want to show it by taking on the best that this tag team division has to offer them. And it remains to be seen who will step up to the plate. Will it be could it be the Broken Kings? Could it be the Rated R show again? Could it be the DCC? It could be anyone here stepping up to challenge American Alpha. And whoever it is, they're in the ring, and they are ready, willing, and able to do the battle here. What the hell is this? This is not what I'm used to, I gotta be honest. This isn't something I've seen before. What the hell is going on here? Genuinely, I don't know. I have no idea what's happening. Oh my god. That's a frightening image. Whoever these Oh, I've heard about these guys. Yeah, I know what we're dealing with now. This is where things get frightening. This is where the NXT Tag Team Division just got an almighty kick up the arse and a real change of attitude. You may not be able to tell, but leading them down the way, an old face from this universe, Eric Young. In the background, the giant, the behemoth from Belfast, Killian Dane, and bringing up the rear there. One of the first acquisitions Eric Young got for this group, Sawyer Fulton. They go by the name of Sanity. And they are all about causing as much havoc and as much disarray as possible. These three men, you can almost say, lost the plot a long time ago and are now ready to just wreak pure havoc onto the NXT brand. I had no idea the general managers had signed them, but Sanity have taken a huge step already towards proving their worth. They could have waited in line, but they didn't, and that just goes to show how beyond the plot they are. Sawyer Fulton just losing the plot of things there as he stands in the ring. EY, the man who leads them forth. Killian Dane, the huge powerhouse, and you see Sawyer Fulton as well. No small man by his own imagination. That guy about 6'10", 310 pounds. This one's underway here. The debut of Sanity on NXT. And they are going to go face to face with the NXT Tag Team Champions right away. And Gable will start things off against EY. Diving fish drop. Gable moves out of the way. Of course, you know, we've seen some debuts before where you just see the guy just completely push over someone else and make it a very easy match. This won't be that case. They're the Tag Team Champions for a reason. American Alpha are at the mountaintop of the NXT Tag Team Division for a reason. They've overcome the toughest teams this division has to offer. Great block there by the punch, and Gable here with a head scissors takedown on Eric Young. I guess it's incredibly important right away that these two men that American Alpha are able to work together to secure the victory here and try and make sure that Dane doesn't get into this matchup and cause too much problems for the Tag Team Champions. Big counter there though by Wwe as Jason Jordan is now tagged in and all. Big blow in the back, and it seems as if keeping Dane out of the match for long, well, it hasn't happened. Dane in now. And here comes the Bruiser. Look at these strikes here by Jason Jordan though, trying to make Dane's life as difficult as possible as he tags in early on. Here goes American Alpha now going after the legs of the big man. Pulls that one back. And now we wait and see what Gable can do here. Oh my goodness, one forearm and he is completely overpowered by Dane. Look at the strength of this man. Dumps him down there and follows it up with a senton. That is somewhat 300, easily over 300 pounds coming down on you. Gable kicks out there. You could see Jason Jordan trying to help out his tag team partner there, and it didn't really work. He couldn't even grab onto Dane, who is all over Chad Gable right now. Oh, leg drop on the arm. What more will Dane look to do now in the destruction of American Alpha? Uh-oh, this doesn't look good already, whatever it is. Oh, kick in the ribs there. And again by Dane. Oh my god. And a clothesline. Gable, though, showing that he's got some fight left in him. Forearm there, but the big man won't go down. Still hanging on here. Side headlock takeover, though. And he is able to send him down. Great stuff there by Gable. But after that beatdown, he needs to make the tag into Jason Jordan. And here we have it. Another tag made by the Tag Team Champions. What can they do now? Strength there by Jordan to hit that atomic drop. And now we got the two big men going at it in this match. The difference maker that is Jason Jordan. And just the huge brute that is Killian Dane. Jordan trying to make life difficult for Dane right from the start, but it is not going to be the case. Dane with a strong counter there. And it seems as if Dane has done his job now. Almost going to work kind of opposite to how the Wyatt family or MK Ultra tends to work. EY wants back in this matchup, and he will get it. Double shoulder tackle there. As Eric Young is now the legal man in this one. Dane with a destructive performance in his debut thus far. And EY now going to work. Eric Young just exploding away there with a few shots. Went for the forearm attack there, but it didn't work. Counters his way out of that belly to belly though, as only a veteran like EY would know. Eric Young sends Jordan over there with that snapmare, and now pummeling away on the elbows, trying to take away the strength factor from Jason Jordan. But look at this, as he crawls over to the ropes. Gable's tagged back in here. What a tag made. And now here comes Gable, exploding away there with a high drop kick onto Eric Young. The tag team champions trying to fire away on all cylinders, but it's not going to be the case, it seems. Maybe it will be. Gable with the reversal brings in Eric Young here. Oh, double underhook suplex into an armbar. What a transition there by Chad Gable. Fulton watching closely. Dane hoping his partner won't tap out, and Eric Young will not tap out. He fights his way out of that one. And look at how quickly there EY turns the state of this matchup around. With Jordan on the outside still. Eric Young able to capitalize and turn this match into Sanity's favor now. Huge backbreaker there. What will Eric Young look to do now? Jordan slowly recovering. Eric Young up to that top rope. Elbow drop there by EY. Will he look for the cover after it, or will he look for the tag into Dane to try and end this one maybe? Gable now just being flung around here by Eric Young and by Sanity. Oh, great counter there though by Gable. Had to use all of his ability. Had to use all of the fight that he had left in him to get on that one. Misses the drop kick though. What a punch that one was. Simple but effective strike. And look at Fulton now getting involved. Sawyer Fulton distracting Chad Gable, and Eric Young used that to his advantage. Angle slam there by Eric Young. Is EY going to look for the cover here? Is he going to look for the tag into Dane? He's going to look for neither. Look at this by EY. Oh my god! Wheelbarrow neck breaker. Cover after here on Gable for the win with 1, 2. Oh, Gable kicked out. What a kick out that one was. Still got some fight left in him. And Jordan needs to try and rally, almost do a rally cry here for his tag team partner. Dane, deadlift powerbomb. Killian Dane now back in this one, and back into a demolition kind of mindset. Running splash by Dane. If I didn't know any better, I'd say Gable's out of it here. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Gable still with some incredible bit of fight left in him. In the corner here. No way they're going to be able to pull this one off. Well, it doesn't look as if he has that in mind. Gable going to do something else here. Gable going to show his own strength. Rolls through. German suplex. What strength by Gable. But, oh, Dane kicked at it too. That was outstanding. And the tag is made into Jason Jordan now. Can Jordan be the deciding factor that gives American Alpha the win here over Sanity? Maybe not. Dane using his strength there. Throws Jason Jordan. Oh my god, what am I looking at here? Electric chair in the turnbuckle. Oh, hey, excuse you, that's the one-winged angel. Killian Dane just flattened Jordan with it. And as a result, oh no, I was about to say as a result of it, Sanity wins. But Gable with a last second save. Breathing life into American Alpha. And Gable now getting involved. Cannonballing off the top rope onto Dane. What a piece of work there. And now they're just trying to desperately look for the tag here. Jordan, Dane, either one of these men can get up to their feet. The matchup will change. Dane and Jordan both up to their feet. Look at how much quicker Dane got back up to his feet when he finally started moving. Uh-oh, this ain't looking good. Thrown into the turnbuckle there. Tag made. What are we going to see here? Lifted up in the power one position. Elbow drop. Killing time. As it was formerly known as a move of the Killer Elite Squad. And Eric Young will look to capitalize with victory. Using the ropes here. Cover with 1, 2, 3. Sanity are your winners. And look in the background as Killian Dane just demonstrates the destruction of this duo. Or this trio even. Fulton played his part. But Sanity have got their name out in the mainstream. A huge win for Sanity in this one. And what a debut for these three men. Eric Young, Killian Dane, Sawyer Fulton have not only changed up the tag team scene, they've changed up NXT as a whole. They just beat the NXT champions, the NXT tag team champions, in their first night here. If that doesn't go to show you how dominant this team can be, then I don't know what will. What a huge win for these men. That really was a tough main event. American Alpha could have just met their match in this tag team division. We could be looking at the new tag team champions down the line. What a huge win that was though for Sanity, and what a debut for them as well. I'll end this episode of Universe. I'll end the first episode of NXT within the Hammerstein Ballroom. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow, or we'll see you on Monday even, for Raw now. Take care guys, and ta-ra.